Hey, what's up? This is Kaylee Garrison making my third Global Learning Project video. So for my second interaction with my partner, we were supposed to do a cultural activity that I do and something that's part of my life. So I actually took her to my Bible study. So I'm in a Christian organization called Cru, which stands for Christian Crusaders, and they hold Bible studies every week, led by students, and they do it based on neighborhood where you live. And then they also hold a weekly worship every week, which is like a church service on campus, which is super cool. So yeah, I brought her to my Bible study, and I did this because I thought it would be a cool opportunity to show her something that I care about and just expose her to my religion and the fact that being a Christian is really important to me. So, on our way there, I was really surprised to learn that she had never been in a church before, and most people in China don't identify with a religion. I thought this was really interesting because in America, most people believe in something, and if they don't, then they're an atheist. But more people believe in something, and more people identify with a religion than not, so I thought it was really interesting that she had never been to a church, and most people in China just don't believe in anything. And for me being a Christian, I just thought that was really, interesting. So something cool was that for Cru, it was actually International Student Week. So their goal is to bring more international students to Bible study and worship. So the fact that I brought my partner from Shanghai, China, just kind of, went along with the whole International Student Week. And I think it was a really good interaction because, like I said, I exposed her to something that she had never done before, and it was cool watching her look through a Bible for the first time. Yeah, she was super involved in it. Like, they gave all of us a passage about uniting the nations and, bringing the gospel to international people, and yeah, so we all went around the circle and got to read a Bible verse from the Bible. And it was so cool, watching her trying to figure out what words meant and asking the leaders, what does this word mean and that word mean? And you could tell that she was really engaged and really curious about what Christianity was. And it was so cool, exposing her to my religion, something that she had never really known about or been a part of. So, yeah, like I said, going to it, I think she was pretty nervous at first, but she definitely seemed to, chill when we got there, and I think she was pretty excited to do it. And it was really cool because during the Bible study, they actually told her about this program that Cru does called Bridges, and it's about just bridging the gap between international students and American students and just bringing them together. So an American student pairs up with a Chinese student, which is primarily the people that come, but they try and invite everyone. But they pair up together, international student and American student, and they just try and get better at language. They play board games, and it's just a cool way to show international students that some Americans do actually want to interact with you. And she seemed really interested in it. She asked me later on, she was like, is it every week? Because I'm busy this week, but not next week. And I told her, yeah, it's every week. So I really hope that she starts going and, I don't know, maybe starts looking more into identifying with a religion, You don't have to. I don't have anything against it. I just think it's really cool that she seems to be so interested. And the whole experience just opened my eyes to the fact that religion isn't a priority everywhere. In Cru, they're always talking about how, the 1040 window, which is there's areas around the world that have never heard the gospel. They've never heard what Christianity is and Jesus and all that. So I guess China actually falls under the 1040 window of a country where only 1% identify with Christianity. And that's just so interesting to me because here, we have churches and Bibles readily available and people who are willing to talk about the gospel. But in China, some places around the world, it's illegal. So it just opened my eyes to the fact that we're so free to choose the religion that we want and to believe in what we want. And we're just so lucky. And it just made me realize how different it is around the world. And, if I hadn't exposed her to that, maybe she had never heard of it. Maybe she didn't even really know about it. And it was just such a cool cultural activity, exposing her to something that I care about. And I think it just really coincides with the whole project in general, just getting to know an international student and showing them something that you care about. And we also did an interaction on her side, which I'll talk more about in another video. And I'm just thankful for this project for bridging the gap between me and an international student and just allowing me to interact with someone that I might not have otherwise. So I'm really excited. I hope we do another interaction, and